Miss Marple. My dad needs a library card. Could you? Oh, it would be my pleasure. We here at the college library believe that owning a library card is a privilege, not a right. Consequently, we expect students to treat the Dewey Decimal System with respect. You'll find these helpful for your library experience. Well, I'll be. Is that a genuine mood ring you're wearing? Well, yes. Well, yes, it is. I'm a collector of 70s memorabilia and such. Sort of silly, right? Boy, are you joking? This here's a Gilligan Island fan club seashell. Get out. Do you remember the one as the professor built a non-combustible engine out of a coconut shells and sand? Gosh, yes. Buddy, come on, we're supposed to be practicing for the X Games. I love all that 70s stuff. Oh heavens, remember the Boogie Duck? That was my all-time favorite. Here at the college library, you'll find the most... That's Marple! In the library! Honestly. Well, I really should be getting back to work. Say, Miss Marple. Oh, you can call me Sylvia. Gosh, Sylvia. I was just wondering if perhaps you'd like to go out to dinner. Well, yeah, then perhaps afterwards go dancing. Sure. Then if you're free on Saturday, oh, I'd love to. 7? All right. See you then. You know, Goofy, you're pretty groovy.
Oh my. Goofy.
Dang.
Goofy's got the riz.
Oh my gosh. She said I'm pretty groovy.
He's got riz.
Maxie.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you don't know where that lovely quote is from, that is from an extremely goofy movie. Not just a goofy movie, an extremely goofy movie. And that's a wonderful.
Was it really goofy though?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Extremely?
Yeah, it was super extreme.
It was extreme.
It was New Millennium extreme. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Oh
definitely
man.
extreme, but was it extremely goofy?
Yes, it was. It was goofy.
It was.
If I can't
Goofy
even
was
beat my
extreme.
own father. That's so good. I love that movie. All the quotes from it are so iconic.
Do you guys ever wonder why we're always wearing gloves?
That is so good. I love that movie. I actually just recently watched that over the summer with my boys. They had never seen it before, and they were glued to the TV. They were like, what is this movie? I'm like, kids, this was before cell phones. This is so good.
Of the college X Games and how Goofy saved the college. Well,
Come
not
on,
really.
son. I can't miss you if you're not gone.
You don't leave. I
Yeah.
can't miss you if you won't leave.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that. Goofy, get your own life. Stay out of mine and get your own life. Oh, that still makes me a little bit teary-eyed. I'm like, poor Goofy. So, an extremely goofy movie. If you've never seen that movie, go give it a watch. It is on Disney Plus. Hang on. Beforehand, did you know Disney Plus is also doing the Netflix password thing? I think we said that 2 years ago, but it's actually happening. Like the sharing password thing that Netflix did.
Mm-hmm.
It is doing it.
Brian
Sorry,
said our
guys.
time was limited.
I know. So then I'm thinking also Hulu is going to do that, and we use Fidel's Hulu.
Yeah.
Taking everything.
20 people use Fidel's Hulu.
Everything we love is being taken from us. Dang it.
You can't use the word stolen because we don't pay for it.
Yeah, man, that's stupid. But anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That episode 156. If you don't know who we are, we've got KT in this corner.
Oh, me. King Julian, my pillow.
We've got Brian down below.
Sit. Bread.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Tank, baby, buddy.
You're about to go down like a 4-cent pair of socks.
Oh my gosh. And I'm Miliana, your host, and we are siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, very nerdy, extremely nerdy. Movies, video games, TV shows, all things of that sort, and decided to talk about it here. And decided to talk about it here on the internet with all of you people, and here you are listening. So, welcome. Before we get started, if you have not hit that subscribe button, what are you doing? That means you're not part of the siblingship. And Mario and Luigi Brothership is coming out soon, so like you want to be part of this siblingship, okay? If you don't have a sibling,
when is that coming out?
October, I believe.
Alexa, when is Mario and
here we
Luigi
go.
Brothership coming out?
The game Mario and Luigi Brothership is scheduled to be released on November 7th, 2024.
November 7th.
November
Good
7th.
grief.
Even Alexa is subscribed, and she is also part of the siblingship. So make sure you've done that. Hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoy our lovely voices, even though mine is very broken this week, make sure you give us a like, okay? You know, just do it. Just do it. You know you wanna.
You sound like a specific person, but I can't put my finger on it. Jennifer Aniston? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Well, let me know down in the comments below. Who do I sound like this week? Anyways, let's jump
With that
into.
laugh, you were Kamala.
Oh, please no.
Right. This is not a political show.
Yeah, I can't even. All right. So there is a bunch of news this week, so we will not even have a chunk. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into the news. All right. I did not know this movie came out already. Like, legitimately, I didn't know it came out. Borderlands bombs at the box office, which makes me so sad because I love Cate Blanchett. But the $110 million film grossed a measly $8 million at the domestic box office with a worldwide total of 16 million. One step forward, two steps back when it comes to video game movies adaptations, which freaking sucks, okay? Because it's like, hey, we were doing good, right? Remember the Mario movie last year? That was awesome. That made $1 billion freaking dollars, all right? And then what? 16 million worldwide? People didn't even know this movie came out already. And that sucks because the trailers were, I mean, they looked like the B version of Guardians of the Galaxy. But you also had like a star-studded cast. So critics really ridiculed the film, even with its star-studded cast, including Cate Blanchett, Jack Black. Is it Ariana or Ariana?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Greenblatt and Kevin Hart. All right. Director Eli Roth was coming off of his critically acclaimed horror hit Thanksgiving. What the buns happened? What the buns?
I can tell you.
Oh, okay, you tell me.
Yes, tell us. I want to know.
Okay, so first of all, it was not a faithful adaptation.
Okay.
And there was not, you couldn't tell the plot.
Okay.
Just by looking at it. So there wasn't anything to entice anybody.
Right.
Unless you're a gamer, you don't know what Borderlands is. For the people that don't play video games,
yeah,
it's very niche.
Mm-hmm.
And then
even
when
Borderlands
you boil that
isn't
down,
it's not even like a huge
franchise
itself.
When you boil it down to video games, it is a very niche video game.
Yeah.
So Mario will
You think it's more popular than like Fallout, or would you say
Fallout's way more popular.
Now, Borderlands
right,
has a lot of games, but that's not what sells consoles. It's not
and the players who play it love the game. They like the game a lot. It is a good game. However, it just doesn't have the audience there. You know.
And then it was trying to look like a lot of things. Also, the main characters, you have Cate Blanchett and Jamie Lee Curtis play these older broads
Right.
playing what are supposed to be younger people.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it's
That's
like,
true.
what are you doing? Doesn't matter how amazing you are. That was a miscast.
Dang it, y'all should have
Absolutely.
slapped Anya Taylor-Joy on that movie. Boom.
And called it Mad Max.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what it looks
Right.
like. It looks like a mix of Guardians of
It
the
did.
Galaxy,
No,
Suicide
absolutely right.
Squad,
Yeah, it sure did.
and Mad Max. That's what it all looks like. And so
Yeah.
people are like, "What is this?"
Now,
So
here's
last little bit.
Okay.
So a few people saw Mad Max, a few people saw Suicide Squad, loads of people saw Guardians of the Galaxy. But you try to put it together, it's like, who is this really tailored for?
Yeah, it was a mess. So here's my question. Do you think this movie would have been better adapted in animation instead? Having the same voice actors, sure, okay? Using Jack Black, Kate Blanchett, whatever the heck other names were here. Do you think it could have better been sold as an animated film, maybe kind of like in the style of Arcane?
I was thinking the same
Yeah,
thing.
because Borderlands
Exactly
has
the
that.
same.
Borderlands has that look already. Like the
Yeah.
colors are kind of muted, but they're still bright in a weird way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it looks dirty, gritty kind of thing. So they could have used like an Arcane, that Netflix TV show from League of Legends. They could have used that same art style, made this animated movie, used the same voice cast, okay? Because for some reason, movies these days love to have a star-studded cast instead of using like voice actors like the originals or whatever. So you could have done that. Do you think this movie would have sold better?
It would have been marketed better.
Yeah.
I think it would have done better on like Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And then turn it into a series and make more money that way.
I probably actually would have watched it. If they didn't try to sell it as a B-listed Guardians of the Galaxy, if they had made it somehow similar to, you know, even I could see it in a way of like, what's that TV show? Voltron or like Legend of Korra. They all have this same South Korean style from this art studio that they've used. They could have even done that if they didn't want to go like the 3D look. Okay, if they wanted to do just 2D because it's a little bit easier, whatever. I don't know. I say 2D's harder, but even that style could have been maybe better. I don't know. Better than live action. Better than these faces who most kids these days don't even know, you know, whatever. So.
And
a lot of reviews I read was that the movie was just like corporately managed.
Yeah.
Like it had nothing. It was just a hodgepodge of just corporate man. I think at one point it was supposed to be rated R. You know, because I think
that would have been
game
worse.
is a game. The game is like a rated R-S thing or something. But you know, of course, you want to try to dumb it down to PG-13 to get. Yeah, I don't know.
But just think about that paycheck that those people got, all right? They spent their time, they spent their money, and all they got was $16 million worldwide. Let's see.
pathetic.
How many weeks has it been? Has it just been 1 week or?
It's been 1 week
Yeah.
since you looked at me.
1 week since you looked at me.
That's really bad.
Yeah. I think that going back to Arcane, if Arcane had come out as a movie, I probably would have not seen it.
Yeah.
In fact, I would probably think, oh, this is for nerds. This is League of Legends. I'm not gonna go see that.
Yeah.
But because it was animated in a cool, gritty style, I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. It didn't cost me anything. And then I was invested. In fact, the new season is coming out fairly soon. And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
And so I guess that's the other thing that like streaming services are either seeing wins or losses with. They don't make as much money with their TV shows on streaming services. However, now you're getting household names because it is, you know, more accessible for everyone. Like Fallout. I doubt most of people would have gone to see Fallout if it was movie released in theaters. But because it was a TV show on Amazon Prime and everybody was already home, you know, and everybody usually has Prime, that it hit more people that didn't even know the video game existed, but it looked gritty, it looked cool. You didn't even know a lot of the actors or actresses, but just for the fact that like this looks cool and everybody knows what a nuclear, fallout looks like in some way. So that's what grabbed you.
Do
now,
we ever?
But Borderlands could have also had that same effect where it's also like, oh, it looks, desolate. It looks, in the future, but it's all weird. Technology, robots, crap, whatnot. I think it would have sold.
In space, too.
Yeah, so it could have sold better as a TV show, even.
Yeah, that's what I think. It just looked like Hot Topic splatted itself onto a movie screen.
Yeah.
And then those kids are like, oh, that looks awesome, but we don't have any money to go see it.
Yeah, so that's a bummer, and it sucks because it's like we're always trying to get more video game adaptations to be like good. And so this, like a 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And this is the 2 steps back, unfortunately. But I wonder, like you said, no, actually, I was thinking, is it going to have like an elemental effect where it did bad its first week, but then grew momentum as it went on in the box office?
No.
But you said that its
Absolutely
story was garbage, so I don't think it's going to grab
I don't think so.
any pull.
No.
So that is unfortunate.
It's such a heavy hit for video game movies, too.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yep. But
I hate it.
I hate it. So,
Well,
we'll see.
hopefully Link will do okay. Zelda.
Oh, everybody's going to go see that
Gosh. I hope everyone goes to see it, but I hope they don't ruin it.
movie. Yeah.
Please don't ruin it. All right, but speaking of Netflix TV shows, Netflix reportedly greenlights Ghostbusters animated series. What is up with us and Ghostbusters? Why won't we let that franchise die? Why is it still alive?
Because we're still living in the
If
80s
it's
and
done
90s,
right.
man.
Nobody watched
If it's done right,
the new
If they
Ghostbusters.
bring back ectoplasm juice, that high C,
Ecto Cooler.
yeah, ecto cooler juice.
Yeah.
Marketing.
That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do.
Marketing at its finest.
Then idiots like me being the queen idiot, I'll be like, yeah, I got my ecto cooler here. I got my bag of marshmallows. Let's binge, man. Like,
Now,
that's
here's
what we're gonna
here's
do.
my question for Alexa. How much did that Ghostbusters movie that came out in March do? I don't even know its name.
Me neither. Oh, it was.
It was like
Frozen
Frosty.
Empire.
Yeah, Alexa. How much money did Ghostbusters Frozen Empire make globally?
That's such a crap name.
The film Ghostbusters Frozen Empire made a total box office collection of $201.9 million.
That's not a lot.
It's better than what I thought.
It
actually.
did not do well. Yeah, it
That's
did
pretty
not
bad.
make a lot of
Now,
money,
I will
actually.
say when I first saw the trailer for it, I was like, this looks scary.
I thought it looked cool. Literally.
Yeah, it looked cool and it looked scary, but then I was like, this is a Ghostbusters movie. This is supposed to be like a funny thing. It's supposed to be a comedy too. It just looks like The Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, it did. They should have not put
Right.
Ghostbusters on it. They should have made it like its own IP thing, like a ghost story or whatever. Oh,
The
man.
day after last week.
Yeah. Ooh, terrifying.
The week after last month.
But the fact that it was a Ghostbuster name, it didn't do very well. So now why are they still trying to revamp this Ghostbusters like franchise now with an animated TV show? So let me continue. Although there are few details about the show, writer behind The Daily Show and Mystery Science Theater 3000, Elliot Kalan, is it Callan or Kalan? Doesn't matter.
No one cares.
Doesn't matter.
Will serve as showrunner and executive producer. It's said to feature a 3D art style with a tone that should feel familiar to those who have seen the last Ghostbuster movies. No release dates have been planned. And there's still my question. Why are we trying to relive the 80s with random Ghostbusters franchise? Like, I don't...
Nostalgia. I mean, that's all that anybody can make now. So
It
it's
worked
just
for
nostalgia, man.
X-Men 97.
Well, I don't know. I guess it's better than releasing another movie, is all I can say.
They won't
Yeah,
make another movie. That's done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please don't.
Bill
Please don't.
is really old. Ernie's really old.
So
Annie's old.
Some
Here's,
people are
Can't do it.
here's the
dead.
problem. Here's the problem. It could be
Here's the
good.
problem.
It's just the writers are not doing good. Think about Twisters, okay? We talked about this a lot last week and the week before. However, Twisters was like a beloved film, but never made anything more of itself, okay? It fell under the radar. You're like, oh yeah, I remember that movie about the tornadoes. Do I remember the characters' names? No. Do I remember what else happened? No. I remember that one cow in that scene. All right, boo. And then you moved on. And then they came out with this reboot, and it was like, or not a reboot, but like a continuation or whatever. I don't know how you want to call it. And the writing was so good that it worked. And now there's a potential for a second movie. Okay? So it was likable characters, it was a likable plot, easy to follow, and it was just a summer blockbuster, like truly all around. Just fun movie to watch.
Yes.
So Ghostbusters could be something like that. However, it has to be fun. It has to be palatable. And if it's not, then it's just going to fall under the radar and you're not going to make any cash.
Remember the original Men in Black when that came out? That's
Do
pretty
I?
much what Ghostbusters is.
Was I
Men
alive?
in like it's like
Yes.
Oh.
yeah, you were. Yeah. But it's kind of like what those movies should be. They're high concept comedies with adventure, you know, a lot of jokes, but a lot of like slime. Each of those movies had slime in it, if that means anything.
But if you
But
go
they had
back and
creature effects, monsters, and
if you
just-
go back and
then
watch the
people are
first
like,
one,
what is happening?
like the first one's
Yeah.
scary. What the heck is the Sigourney Weaver and like the demons and what the heck? Like, I don't know. It was scary. What were they doing in the 80s?
I am the keymaster.
Like Sigourney was almost naked, okay? Or maybe was naked. I can't remember, but
And then Rick was like, oh, Sigourney. Oh my gosh.
why is he
gosh.
Kermit the Frog? So, I don't know. I don't know why they're trying to keep this.
She was way taller than he was. That's all I'm going to say.
Like, what's her name? And Keith Urban. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just recently watched Alien for the first time.
Oh.
Isn't it awesome?
For the first
That
time.
movie's so
Yeah,
good.
and I said, isn't
And-
it awesome?
Yeah, I was like,
First two are like the best.
I
first
was
two are, like, the
so scared. Scared. So I'm trying to get myself ready to watch Romulus. I won't watch it in theaters most likely. I
I'm watching in theater. I'm watching it Friday.
cannot
Hooray.
handle
Way to take one for the team.
I cannot handle that type of like suspense. I cannot do it.
Yep. Did you see Aliens though?
Not
Did you
yet.
see that
So
one?
I'm making my way.
You gotta
way.
watch that one.
It's-
That one's
it's really
so
good.
fun.
Ugh.
It's different, but it's almost as good. It's different, but it's fun. It's so
Yeah.
good.
So I knew the scene where the came because I had studied that in college. So I was like, he's eating. This is the scene. This is the scene, guys. Guys, it's the
This is
scene.
it.
And then he's like,
A wiener is gonna come out of his chest.
yeah, I was like, why is that looking strangely phallic? All right. That looks a little suspicious. But, yeah, I was like, guys, this is the scene. He's gonna do the thing. And then it goes, and yeah, I was like, whoa. But when she got on the ship to escape, and it touched her hand and it was there in the ship with her, I was about to explode. Y'all don't understand. But it was so funny. I was starting to get like, oh, I know where this reference is from now. Like it's referencing Alien. I was thinking of Wreck-It Ralph and how all the aliens in that one bug video game that he goes in, they have all those eggs there. I'm like,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
from
yeah,
Alien.
yeah.
That is a homage, or however you say it.
Easter egg.
Yeah, an Easter egg, literally. So I started to get some things there. See, make fun movies. Now I'm hoping that Romulus does well because I want like a franchise
won't.
like it won't. You don't think so?
No, early reviews have been good for Romulus.
That doesn't mean it's gonna sell well. It's not going to. I'll be surprised if it does.
It's a rated R movie horror film. It'll do all right.
And it's got young people in it.
If it
Like-
makes 100 mil, then it's a success in my book.
It's the casting is just that kind of casting where it's you would see them in Final Destination. You
But
know what I
that's
mean?
fine but that's okay because when you watch like the original Alien, none of those people, they were all like Shakespearean actors, theatrical actors. None of them were movie stars at that point.
Yeah, but this
you know,
this is like
so
the
it worked.
for me. This is like the annoying kind of person where it's like, oh, put your camera away. Why are you recording me?
What does that mean?
No, really.
She's saying that they look like CW stars, and CW
Yeah,
stars
that's
are
it.
like
That's
lame.
exactly it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, they're like really good looking, but they're
And
like
then they're
dumb.
like,
You know.
Oh no.
Well,
Right.
whereas in the original Aliens, there's like a bunch of old dudes, guys
Yeah.
that have been chain
They're
smoking.
smoking, yeah,
know.
exactly. And they're just like hard,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "What crawled up your butt?" You know, and they're just slapping
Yeah.
each other in the butt and be like, "Yeah, butts."
But
Even the main captain, Captain Dallas, was that his name? Even he's got this big old bushy beard.
yeah.
Probably got chest hair everywhere up the wazoo.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
not.
Hey,
a
because
lot of
really
these
quick-
new actors, they look a little too clean cut, a little too perfect. They haven't seen life yet.
Yeah. Yeah,
Haven't
yeah.
seen
Like
life.
even Sigourney, her hair was everywhere, man. She was like rough, you know, around the edges.
Bro, she just woke up from hypersleep. She's been sleeping for like 10 years on a spaceship.
I wish I
man.
could sleep for 10 years right now.
Put me on a ship, please. For the love of God.
Yeah, that's scary. You
For
don't know
real,
if you're gonna
though.
wake up ever again.
That I'm fine with that at this point. Not really.
Oh my
I'm just really
gosh,
tired.
dang.
I'm
Man,
just really,
but it
really
was
tired.
awesome. When they woke up, they just like went to a bowl of cereal and it was like, dang, that's exactly what I would want to do. I would want to sleep.
And the dude's like, "Hey man, the food's not that bad, bro."
Oh yeah, and then he just.
Yeah.
Imagine that's the last thing that you hear. Somebody joking at your expense, making a joke. As
Like-
you're like,
And that's the dude from
Yeah.
Harry Potter too. That's the dude
Yeah.
from Harry Potter.
Who
That's
does he play in
Ollivander,
Harry Potter?
the wizard maker. That's the guy Ollivander who makes the wands. He was in
Oh.
yeah. Rest in peace.
I couldn't believe that movie came out in 79. That like blew, not Harry Potter, Alien. That like blew my mind. 79. Whew.
you know what else came out in
Yeah.
1979? The Muppet movie.
Oh my gosh.
What a year that
Oh
was.
yeah.
Gosh.
What a year.
What were they doing in the 70s? Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. This was like shocking. It's sad, but
This makes me
shock.
sad.
This was just shocking to me. All right. So sad news. Voice actress Rachel Lillis dies too young at 46. Now that was just that's too young. But Lillis was the original voice of Misty, Jessie, Jigglypuff from the Pokemon series. The original Pokemon series. Lillis sadly lost her battle to cancer, and I didn't know she was dealing with that, but that's just so sad.
She was working all the way to the end.
That's just awesome though, you know? And she has such a iconic voice too. Like I didn't know she voiced Jigglypuff, but I knew she voiced Misty and Jessie. But I love Jigglypuff's voice completely. So that's just so
It was
sad.
really sad.
Yeah,
Yeah, she had breast cancer.
just so sudden, you know? Ugh, I hate that. But
Yeah. And what's her name? Misty so obviously everybody knows that Misty was part of the original Pokemon series.
Yeah.
But she would also make appearances every now and then, like in Black and White, the Alola series.
Yeah. Misty's character would.
Yeah, and she did the voice.
Yeah.
Up until then. And Jesse and James, they were in every season up until recently, where they shed tears.
That hurts my heart so bad because, like, being an elementary school teacher, you think about your own elementary school experience yourself a lot. And I remember every single morning in kindergarten and first grade, my mom would drop me off at this lady's house because my mom had to get to work and I had to get to school, but it was too early. So she would drop me off at another lady's house so that I would ride with her kids to school. And so, when I was there, she would give me a bowl of Captain Crunch and she would sit me in front of the TV watching Pokemon at like an ungodly hour, like 6:30 in the morning or something. I don't know. It was really early. And I was having a blast watching the old Indigo League. And now, like, even as an adult, I was still watching the Pokemon series, you know, Sun and Moon. What was the other one? Oh my gosh. The one that came after Sun and Moon.
It's
the one that you and I watched like religiously in 2020.
It's Sword and Shield, but
there was other one
with Go.
She was in that one too.
Oh my gosh, my brain just stopped.
What is it?
Hold on, I got my Netflix. It's gonna be like one of my first hits too. Well,
Pokemon Journey.
Yeah, I'm watching Pokemon Horizons right now.
Yeah, so Pokemon Journey. Oh, I watched Horizon too. But, like, even from, 20 years ago, 22, 25 years ago when I was watching those shows to even, like, now, the fact that she had such an iconic voice, she was still playing the role, it just feels like so sad that, we lost an awesome voice actor.
I have a Jigglypuff story.
Okay, sure.
This is like the only time that I can share this story. So I was at GameStop one day and just looking, and I noticed that there was a Jigglypuff plushie, and obviously I collect plushies, and so, but it didn't have a price tag. So I go to the guy and I'm just very blasé. I'm like, how much is this Jigglypuff? And he's like,
hey, how much is this Jigglypuff?
Yeah, and I'm like, how much is Jigglypuff? And they're like, oh, those aren't supposed to be here. You can just have it. And I'm like, seriously?
What?
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, just take it. I'm
what?
Like, okay. And before he could change his mind, I left. I wanted to grab another one, but I'm like, nope, don't do that. Don't be too greedy. Just leave. Go, 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 go. So now I have this cool Jigglypuff. It's in my other room. It's in my guest room. I was looking for it a second ago. I wasn't looking for ghosts. I have my big plushies up there. Above my window, so I was looking to see if it was there. But yeah,
looking for ghosts.
Cool yeah. So now I have this cool Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
Thank you, Rachel Lillis, for this gem that you sang.
Yes, so good. So she will be missed in the voice actor, circle. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. So very sad. But we must move on with the news. Deadpool and Wolverine passes $1 billion at the box office. I don't think there was going to be a surprise there. Was that a surprise?
I'm kind of surprised.
No, it was on the way. It was on its way.
No, I'm not surprised
that
because
it eventually hit it, but I'm surprised that it actually happened at all. And
I knew it was going to happen.
Really?
As soon as it was announced, it was like everybody blew up their heads, okay? They were like, what? Deadpool and Wolverine? Like, so, I don't know.
Just like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, they were so excited when this movie was announced because it had been a moment since Hugh Jackman, was Wolverine. How long had it been? Because in Logan, was that like 2016?
2017, I think.
Something like that. So it had been, a hot minute, and then he reprises his role, and now it's with this other character. The juxtaposition of Deadpool and Wolverine, I think, was just a really mind-blowing thing for a lot of people. And apparently it did really well. It was really funny. So I wonder if there were people who went back multiple times as well to increase that box office. You think so?
Yeah.
That's the only way that movies these days make it that much. They had to have repeat viewings.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the only way. Yeah. Somebody had to go and see it at least 3 times.
And they brought their entire family when they did.
And their babies.
Yeah. Paid a whole ticket to bring the entire family. Here, sit with your iPad while I watch Deadpool and Wolverine. So, Blake Lively's new film. Wait, where's that?
It ends with us. Sorry, I didn't finish the rest of the
I was like,
thing.
Blake Lively's new film.
Blake Lively's new film, It Ends With Us, was the #1 movie this weekend,
Of all
beating
time.
her own husband's film.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
How
So
interesting.
a romantic chick flick was the #1 movie of the weekend. It Ends With Us, which is, I guess, based on a very popular bestseller
Yeah.
chick book. Yeah.
It seems
So,
like those are coming
yeah.
back. I'm really hoping the like romantic comedy rom-coms come back. I was really pleased with the one that Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney were in together that released on some streaming service. I'm like, are rom-coms back? Are they back? Can I be excited again? Because I will be basic, all right? Rom-coms are my favorite genre. They just are. They are my favorite. I'm sorry. Katie hates
Even rated
me
R
now.
ones?
No. I mean, it doesn't matter the rating as long as it's a good story to me. Like, okay, if this tells you anything, 27 Dresses is one of my favorite movies of all time, okay?
I feel like a lot of them have the same plot.
And I don't care. It's awesome. They're great.
A plucky girl is like, oh, I'm not gonna fit in with your family, and the man who's like really chiseled is like, no, babe, you're gonna fit right in. They just gotta see your personality, and then they show their personality, and the family.
Then she's gonna trip.
Yeah,
She's gonna stumble.
Yeah, or.
And of course, people hate klutzy people for some reason. Like another klutzy person.
Oh my gosh! How will you?
Lord
bear
have
children?
mercy.
You're going to drop the baby. Who's talking to me? We've been dating for 3 weeks.
Well, here's the thing about rom-coms, okay? They're super simple. They're an easy watch. And then it's also funny on top of it. And romantic, okay?
So
like everybody wants
my brain.
Everybody wants that like cute romantic story, or at least to read it, all right? And then you also want to laugh while you're watching it. Or at least that's me, okay? I want to laugh when I watch something. I don't want to cry. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be scared. I want a freaking belly laugh. I want to chuckle a little bit, all right? Tickle me Elmo. Yeah, that's what.
The best one is
that was a really horrible one.
The best one is by far My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
That's a great one.
No.
Not the
Yeah.
best one, but a good one.
Thrill.
Shrill?
Grill.
Drill?
Grill?
No, shrill.
Shrill. Jill?
Shrill.
Mega doo-doo.
Bill? Yeah, so
That should be a list sometime. What are the best rom-coms?
oh please, let's do it. I will let me flip
I
through
love
my
a good rom-com, but I know like the good ones. I don't know like any of the.
27
Greek
dresses.
All right, next week then.
We'll make it happen. If
Or
there's
we-
not
we
news
do next-
blowing out our butts.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
If there's not
Another
1,000
chunk.
things to report on. All right, now
Next
this.
chunk or
This
something.
is what everyone has. We'll call this the chunk, okay? We're entering the chunk zone now. All right. This is what everybody and their grandmother has been talking about. D23, man. D23. Y'all, so much was dropped. You either loved it or you hated it. All right. The internet
Or you
has
don't care.
that it. Brian is
You
so
mildly
indifferent.
don't care.
Brian?
Neutral G, where you
Mildly,
do
yeah,
nothing.
indifferent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about it because that's my job, but
It's my job to report the news. But, all right, based on internet, findings, you either loved what you saw or you hated what you saw. After the thousands and thousands of comments I was reading on all of these posts, I was seeing people who were so excited and people were like, Disney, you're trash. So let's find out why I'm saying those things, all right? What was talked about at this?
Before we do that, we have an uncle that just sent me a message.
Uh-oh, what?
It's political, but it's so funny.
Oh, Lord.
I'll make it short. It's Kamala at the south of the border and saying, okay, I'm here now, what?
Now
Remember
what?
that sombrero we would pass on the way to Florida? That's where she's at?
Yeah.
Not at the actual border.
Man.
Right. Okay, I just had to throw that in there.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
So, here's the things that came out at D23. All right. Tons of I choked. Excuse me. Tons
Gross.
of Disney news. Monster Inc. Land, okay, was coming out. Katie said this. Katie said it many years ago. I'm sure it's on a Bump That episode somewhere. 2, Disney Hollywood Studios. The new attraction will feature a new roller coaster. Other major attractions include an Indiana Jones, Lion King, Cars, Encanto, and Coco rides, and new interactive exhibits. All right? So that's on the physical end of all of it, okay? That's great. I think that's awesome. I think Disney World and the other parks definitely need to revamp. They are old. They are stale, if I'm being completely honest. Like the Dumbo ride, bruh, how old is that thing? 60, 70 years old? Let's get a move on it. Get this elephant out of here.
They're getting rid of... Oh, okay, wait. I was laughing because I was thinking about the Country Bears, Ileana's favorite thing to do
The
at Disney
Country
World.
Bears, yo!
Okay, so those animatronics are always breaking down, and recently it had to close again after being remodeled because as day one it reopened, they caught fire, they exploded.
Oh my gosh, I hope their faces melted off, that it showed their metal animatronic underneath and just scarred so many people.
Mommy, it's Freddy!
Yeah, Freddy Fazbear. They're trying to sing like their Happy Country Bear song, but that's all that came out. That's incredible. Oh my gosh.
Lister's possum house.
An eyeball.
And they're getting rid of that whole area.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of that stupid lake that's there that they would have a steamboat on. It wasn't even a steamboat. It was like just this, like a bar, not a barge. They had a big white boat on there, a riverboat. That's what they called it, a riverboat.
Yeah.
You know, a boat on the big river. And it was part of Tom Sawyer's kind of area. And it's like, what do you do here? You don't do anything. And that whole Frontierland needs to be gutted. It just take it all out.
Yeah. They
because
really
it's
need a
awful.
revamp. They need. Gosh.
They need to. They really also need to take and redo. They probably need to take out Hall of Presidents because that's where people go to sleep.
No.
Yes,
That's
take out
boring
the
as
Hall of
heck,
Presidents,
Brian.
And they keep
No,
adding
that
presidents.
needs
It just
to
keeps to make
stay.
it longer. No, now
It
it's
needs
like
to
an
stay.
hour.
It's air conditioned. It's
It is
lovely.
air conditioned. I'm saying that's where you go to take a nap.
Oh my gosh. That place sucks.
Or
No.
you could put in something cooler that's also air conditioned, but will keep you awake.
I would get rid of Space World.
Oh man, you just struck a nerve with Katie. Did you see that
Are
mouse
you
drop?
insane? You're insane.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Space
think
World,
about it.
man.
Think about it. You've got like Fast Track. You've
Space
got the
World.
go-kart thingamajiggy. You've
Tron,
got
They
what?
just added Tron.
Okay. You've got the teacups. You've got Dumbo. You've got
They need to get rid of
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Get rid of Aladdin. Get rid of Dumbo. All right, that
Get
stupid
rid
elephant.
of the tiki tiki room. Nobody cares about your stupid tiki tiki anymore. This is not 1960. No one is interested in your weird animatronic birds anymore. No one cares about in the tiki 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 tiki
Yeah,
room.
so I'm glad that we're getting some new attractions, okay? And with things that are relevant, like Indiana Jones, that's awesome. I'm glad that's there. And especially I really hope that like comes into existence before we lose our father.
Harrison Ford.
Don't talk about it. I didn't say it on purpose.
You know what they're getting rid of? Speaking of 1979, Muppets 3D vision.
Good. Who cares about the freaking Muppets?
That was a question
why you
tonight
gotta
in
say
trivia
hurtful
worth 40
things?
points, and I got it right.
Why do you say hurtful things, man?
I know.
Why did you say hurtful things?
How dare you?
All right, moving on. All right, let's see where else this goes. So this is where it got a little testy.
Wait, we're not talking about Disney World anymore?
No,
Because I had a point to make.
Okay, make it.
They are doing these renovations explicitly to compete with Universal Studios because they're getting Nintendo World.
Yeah.
Nintendo
Oh,
World.
absolutely. They need to. Now, they were doing great stuff by putting the Star Wars stuff, the Avatar stuff. However, a lot of their park is still so outdated, okay? They're losing money on people who have been there 1,000 freaking times, and they're like, wow, I get to go on Pirates of the Caribbean for the 100th
Hey,
time?
watch it.
Listen, those people, they don't feel that little thing anymore, all right? They're just falling
The
asleep.
part that's like, oh, look out. Ah!
Yeah, and it
Okay,
ends
sorry.
immediately. So,
Oh, and they got Tiana. We got new Tiana.
yeah, so gut the place, man.
Yeah.
Walt
they
Disney
should've
ain't
talked to me.
Walt Disney ain't alive anymore to tell you no.
No, he was all about innovation and keeping everything fresh. He wanted everything.
And so they need to be using those what are they called? The innovators, the innovation,
Imagineers?
Imagineers. Yeah, use the freaking
Imagineers,
Imagineers, man. Use the Imagineers. I got hives.
I got worms.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I meant to
That's
tell
what we're gonna
somebody
call
about
it.
that worm story again.
Don't tell the worm story, please.
Not here.
Not here.
Not here. All right. Is there anything else you guys wanted to say about Disney World?
We'll see what that does to ticket prices.
Now.
I thought I have a bad joke that I have to
Say
say.
it. Do it.
Uh-oh.
Do
Do I
it.
need to
It's
bleep
not-
us
I
afterwards?
just thought
Do
about
it. Do it. Do
Do
it.
it
So
and
I-
I'll decide.
I saw that they were gonna make a Coco World. You know, they're gonna make a Coco ride.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna have Kamala at the border or something?
No, she's already at south of the
You
border.
make me un poco loco.
Like a detention center or something? Give me back my children! No, you can't. They're illegal. Mine now. The U.S. got them. The exhibits are so real.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
No.
Was it South Park that made the people? Was it South Park or The Simpsons where the kids ended up being part of It's a Small World? I
Gosh.
can't remember it. That was classic. Whatever.
That's
whichever
something
one
they
it
should have
was.
been doing at Epcot or something already.
Putting real life people in those exhibits.
Sure. The Mexican immigrants, the Chinese,
Okay. Hey,
child
I didn't
labor.
say I didn't say anything Mexican or child labor. You took it to a whole nother level. Okay. I had good, fun humor, and you had to go and make it dark.
Could you imagine in Spaceship Earth for the listeners that are in the know? In Spaceship Earth, instead of those being animatronics, if they were actual people,
gosh, those
in which
people.
in a spot in Spaceship Earth, there's a part that talks about NASA, and there are people that are in a big computer room, that are supposed to be scientists are wearing lab coats, and it makes it look like they're on computers and stuff, and they're actually like sitting and working and walking around and looking at documents. And I've always wondered, what exactly are they? Are they playing solitaire on those computers? Are they playing League of Legends? Are they holding Club Penguin? They're playing Club Penguin and keeping it from us.
Are they the same people every time, or are they like different people every time? So they're actually there, real.
Good question. I don't go every day.
Or
so
are they
I don't have that answer.
holograms? Are they holograms?
No, they're people.
Oh. Okay. They need to start using more holograms. We're
Like
in
in
the
Haunted
future,
Mansion.
man. We're in the future. Use holograms. All right. Anything else you guys wanted to add about Disney World?
No, because I could keep talking about Disney World all day.
I wonder if it's going to be on both.
California is getting frick. They're getting something that I was like, oh man, like that'd be way cool.
Because
I
they
can't
have
remember which one it
Pixar.
was.
They have like the Pixar world, like with the Slinky ride and everything, right? Or is that it?
Florida has that.
Okay. Okay. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's at Hollywood Studios. They have a whole. It's like a toy land.
Okay.
It's more of a toy land, where you kind of walking as from the perspective of a toy. It's really clever.
Oh, cool.
I like it.
Well,
They also have like an Incredibles alley. I'll call it an alley. It's really neat.
interesting. So we'll see where that goes. We definitely were there when they were talking about the inception of Nintendo World, and now it's here. So Bump That will be there for the inception of the new Disney stuff, and we'll talk about it when it comes out. And hopefully we can someday report live from there. But
Yeah, but it's going to cost you $500.
Yeah. I'm like already the
ready.
ticket's like 160 something, 167.
And he's like,
I'm ready.
500? Make it 2. I'm not driving.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So now this is
that,
the
wait. Is that Rugrats?
No,
Darn.
not regret.
Where's that from?
That's Home Alone.
Oh, that's
Home Alone
right.
2,
Yes,
Lost in
yes,
New York.
yes.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm sorry. Darn. Missed that
2
one.
scoops of 2, make it 3.
Yeah. I'm not driving. He's in bed watching.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. All right. Now
Sorry.
this is the cream of the crop for this episode, all right? This was the thing that made everybody roll around and either like with their hands in the air. Which one of you is that?
It's me.
Oh, I could not tell who that was.
Keep
But
going.
anyways,
This is how I'm letting go of my frustrations with a lot of these
right.
announcements.
So either you were excited or you were flaming mad, all right? So here are some new trailers that were dropped, all right? Let me listen up for you. Mufasa, Snow White, Lilo and Stitch, Agatha All Along, Daredevil, Born Again, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, Toy Story 5, and Moana 2.
Wait, some of these are teaser trailers. Not all of them are like full length.
Yeah.
Right,
trailers.
right. Now
Lilo and Stitch was a teaser.
here's where the
Yeah.
you forgot Frozen 3.
And
Oh,
I
didn't see that
saw
one.
this. I need to do research on if this was real or not. I was probably being trolled, but I also saw a trailer for Atlantis, but I might have been trolled.
You probably were trolled. I haven't
That
heard
was
anything
trolled.
about that. Yeah.
I would have heard.
So here was the
The
thing.
Atlantis fans would be like all over it. There's
Yeah.
this whole contingency of Atlantis fans that are like dying and
Yeah,
like,
they're dying for
picketing
something.
to get that movie made. And it's like it's not going to happen, Atlantis fans. Just move
Nope.
on. Move on. Michael J. Come on.
Yeah. So here's the thing that frustrated a lot of people with this. This is either a remake, a live action, or a sequel. Okay? Now, if some of those titles got you excited, okay, Moana 2, it piques my interest. Sequel. Mufasa.
There was some Elio.
Yeah,
coming
I didn't.
out,
I
but-
actually didn't see that, but I was glad that they finally recognized Elio because where has it been?
but, I
Where
mean,
has
it's
it
gonna be
been?
Garbage. Nobody
I
cares.
I just wanted it to get like something because we got that one trailer, and then it was gone
Elio
forever.
is too close to Emilio. Emilio! Anybody? No? You guys are so lame.
What is Emilio?
From A Night of the Roxbury.
Oh,
Will Ferrell.
yes, I saw that movie last year. That's a good one. I like that one. It was funny.
Last year, I saw this movie called A Night of the Roxbury.
I liked it. I liked
Okay,
it. It was funny.
Move on.
It was funny.
Continue.
So yeah, either sequel, remake, or live action. And that really ticked off some people. So here's the thing. You had Elio, but in that entire thing, there's like hardly anything that is a brand new IP. And that's what people are starving for from the Disney fans, okay? They want the new IPs. So the last thing I think that we had that was a brand new IP was Wish. And that failed miserably. All right, Wish was a total letdown.
It wasn't really original. It was just
Did you finally see it?
part of everything they've done in the but it's
fart?
a fart, a vomit of everything that Disney's done over the past 100 years. It's like, we take a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this,
Yeah.
put it in a blender, boom,
When-
nothing original.
When are you guys
It's-
gonna watch that
a
heap
fart.
of trash?
You got a fart.
When are you guys watching that hot garbage?
I watched it already.
You didn't tell me this.
I watched it like, I don't know, several months ago.
We
it was
didn't
horrible.
Talk about it.
It was horrible. I actually could not sit down and finish the entire thing. I was so bored and I hated it so I hated it so much. I was
we
like,
need to talk to Emma about this.
I was like, I'm gonna go cook dinner because I'm bored out of my freaking mind. This is such a horrible plot. Family, I'll be in the kitchen. Y'all watch this garbage.
Shout out to Emma. I know you listen.
Yeah, she listens.
Emma.
Hi, Emma.
You star.
Gosh,
She
I
made
hope
me-
she didn't like Wish because I just
No, we saw it
pooped on
together and we were like, wow. She made me a pouchy.
Oh, I saw that from Inside Out too. That was really cute. But
Shout out
yeah,
to Emma
so we're trying to grab something from Disney that is an original IP, and we're just getting nothing. It is falling through our hands, and all they're doing is nostalgia baiting. All they're doing is like, what is that? Fan service almost, like another Star Wars. What is this? A movie or a TV show? Skeleton Crew.
I think it's a TV show.
Gosh!
The only
Like
thing
we
that
need
I'm-
another Star Wars TV show. Like we need another one.
Well, about that, Lego Star Wars has a show coming out that's like, what if? It's kind of like a what if kind of thing.
Well, they
gross.
Marvel did
No,
that.
it looks great, and
Marvel
it's
did
not
the
called
what
it's not called What If, but it's kind of like a what if thing, and it has Mark Hamill in it. It looks fantastic. I love everything Lego puts out.
I love the Lego stuff too. However, I am sick of Star Wars. Okay, it was ever since 2016 where they decided to revamp after what? That was like 10 years or so of being quiet before or after 1, 2, and 3 came out. Nothing happened in that time. And then they dropped not Rogue One, the other one.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, okay? And everybody was
That was
like,
2015.
oh my gosh, we're getting another Star Wars. This is awesome. And then it never stopped. The train kept going, and it needs to derail. Man, it needs to freaking, okay? Stop it. It's too much. Did you guys even watch Acolyte?
No.
No.
Heck no.
Did you
I
guys
heard it
even
wasn't very good.
finish? Did you guys even finish like the Mandalorian series? Did you guys even finish it?
I did finish that. I
Did
did
you
finish
like
that.
it?
I watched one episode of Andor, and
Andor, that's
just
the other
couldn't
one.
get back into it. But I mean, I finished Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett because they were
Oh yeah,
they were
that's the other
okay.
one.
They were
And
good.
And
Book of
Obi-Wan.
Boba Fett So see, there's so many that I'm already like forgetting all the titles, and
Well, that's just how it was. Like they were like, we gotta sell this Disney Plus thing, so we're just gonna put all this Marvel and Star Wars junk here. Have at it, and it's like.
and so now we're getting the crappiest title, Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew.
Which is worse, Skeleton Crew or Frozen Empire?
I think I'd rather have Frozen Empire. What the buns is Skeleton Crew? That is a stupid name.
It means when you have like a big ship and you only have like the bare minimum of people working it.
Such as the dead.
I would have rather it be called Cadaver. I don't know. I just
He only has
Now you're just
zombies.
making up lame titles.
The title's
and-
already lame, Brian. It's already lame. It's a lame concept. I'm bored. They could be using all of their efforts, all of the money they're putting into these wacky, goofy, ridiculous shows, okay? They could be putting into original ideas and giving us something of actual substance, not something
like an original Star Wars idea, or
No Star Wars! None! No!
oh, man, there's
At
nothing
least
new
if you're
under the sun,
if you're
bro.
gonna do Star Wars, can we at least get off Tatooine? It's a crap hole.
Get off what?
Can we Tatooine,
Tatooine.
please?
Let's go back to Naboo. Guys, I'm all about that Naboo life.
No,
Yeah,
I
man.
wanna
Where everything
go.
is soft and not sand.
No, I want to go to Kashyyyk and be one with the Wookiees.
I want to go to I want to go to Blast World, where you just zap, 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 zap.
I want to see actual aliens. I feel like we're not seeing like aliens. We're just seeing creatures. You know
We're
what
just
I mean?
seeing humans. So many humans.
And humans are stupid.
They're
I want
boring.
aliens.
I'm bored. I am truly bored with the Star
I wanna
Wars franchise.
a drunk Jawa, getting in a fight. Yeah, and he
Excuse
he
me?
gets in a fight with, and then he's like, no, it's your fault.
Oh,
And then
wait a
the
second.
droid is like, sir, I have to follow my protocol. You don't gotta follow crap, man. Okay, Olympic girl.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought you were doing.
What were you stopping us for?
You didn't even include this. Incredibles 3.
Oh yeah.
That was
See,
also.
Are they listening to me? Are they listening to me?
They're going to make your Jack Jack story.
They need to because it's a great story.
It would be. And here's the thing. Here's the thing with these remakes. I can't be excited because I've been failed before. And I feel like this is the same feeling that a lot of other people have as well. Okay? They want to be excited about remakes or about a sequel. However, they usually suck. Okay? Disney sequels, since the beginning of the sequels, have always been garbage. Okay? Aladdin 2, Aladdin 3, Lady and the Tramp
Wait.
2, Lady and the Tramp
Why are you
3,
hating on these movies?
The Little Mermaid, The Little Mermaid
Hey,
2,
careful.
Cinderella 2, okay? They're not usually good, ever, okay? They may have like a nostalgia place in your heart because it's a crap movie and you like to watch garbage, Tramp, Scamps Escape, or whatever the heck. That's a trash
Scam's
movie.
Adventure. Thank you.
Scamps Adventure, whatever, pardon.
Return
Okay?
of Jafar, I think, is where we reach the peak as a society.
So you can
I don't know.
say
It was either that or Bambi 2,
I actually never saw Bambi
Oh,
2.
man. I never saw
or
Bambi 2.
The Fox and the Hound 2,
Fox
or Peter
and the Hound
Pan
2.
2.
Stop.
Or The Jungle Book 2.
So this is what I'm talking about, okay?
Atlantis 2?
No. No!
Tarzan 2.
Stop! See what I'm talking
Wait
about?
a minute, you're saying the island went back into the water again?
Yes.
I didn't watch that hot boiling garbage.
So this is what I'm trying to say. They have a track record of being poo-poo movies, okay? So, while you would want to be excited about having Incredibles 3, Incredibles 2 was not that good, all right? It really let down a lot of viewers. They were wanting more.
With Brian.
What did Brian say?
That he disagreed.
It was not that
great.
great.
Incredibles 2 was a good film.
It was fine, but it could have been better.
I know you have your gripes with it, but it still made like $1 billion.
It could have been better. They had 15 years to write this story, dude, okay? They had so long to sit on that egg, and then when it came out, it was like, it was all right, I guess. It wasn't like, dang, this is a good egg, all right? So I would love to be hopeful. I don't want to be negative, Nancy. I want to be hopeful for Incredibles 3 to have the same story that Katie was doing. That would be a killer story. But you know they're not going to do it. You know they're going to write some BS thing that just sells more merchandise, that just sells more, kids stuff, whatever, that gets them to the theater. Oh, parents, this is for your kid. Take them there. Make us money because we want your money. Whatever. It's not going to be a story that appeals to the masses, to the general audience that they were known for in the beginning, that it was a compelling story. It was for all ages. It was awesome. And then it became a beloved film. They're going to cater to pee-pee poo-poo jokes or a bare minimum story that, is for a toddler to understand.
I'm telling you, Return of the Underminer, bruh. It's going to be great.
They already did that, though.
One of you.
But we'll get some closure.
No, that should have been addressed in the second movie, and they failed.
And so let's get some closure.
Are we gonna
He's gonna bring
up?
An army of mole people that will come and just wage war. It's gonna be like PG-13 level Pixar.
Oh my gosh!
Just,
so that would be crazy. Their first PG-13 movie. I would be like, whoa. But I actually always got scared at the Underminer scene because he has his nose. I thought those were his nose. I thought those were his eyes. And so I was like, oh my gosh, he's really scary. And it wasn't until I was like grown up that I could tell that those were his nose.
What are you, Ralph Wiggum?
He scares me.
His face did scare me.
I'm in danger.
So I always hated the behold the Underminer.
Okay, so now I need to take a look at this guy, the Underminer, with the perspective that his nostrils are his eyes.
I'm gonna look it up. All right. It makes it a little bit scarier when you look at it. How did I think those were his eyes?
What the heck, man? He's a mole. He's like a mole man.
I didn't know.
Look at it.
So can you not see that would be a little frightening?
So where's his nose then?
I didn't think he had
one. Then he looks like a penis with teeth.
That's not fair, man. Man, all right, that movie came out in 2004. I was 7 years old, okay? Give me a break.
No, I will not, because
it's the end of the movie. It's supposed to be a happy ending, and you're like, oh, no.
I was scared. I thought those were his eyes. So, moving on. All right, Incredibles 3. We'll see what that does. I don't think they dropped anything other than the title. Just Incredibles 3. They didn't show anything else.
Yeah.
And then same with Frozen 3, also title. But do you see what I'm saying? What it's getting at? Moana 2, Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, Incredibles
like a Nintendo
3.
Direct.
Yeah. Like, what the buns? And then Lilo and Stitch, all they did was had Stitch come out of the paper title and say something, and he was all fuzzy. And everybody was griping that he wasn't blue enough. I'm like, who cares that he's not blue enough?
It's not Trash Sanic.
Yeah,
so
Sanic.
I think
Yikes.
It could have looked a lot worse.
And then a lot of people were going back and forth saying Snow White looked horrible, Snow White looked good. Now that's a movie that I'm going to be looking forward to see what happens, not seeing myself, but looking forward to see what happens to it because of Rachel Zegler's track record with this movie. So we'll see. You know, I just don't know where that's going to go.
In my opinion, it looks terrible.
I think it looks fine, but I am not interested at all.
It
looks like an AI made movie.
Yeah, it looks like AI CGI trash.
And that's
nothing is real.
That's how Wicked looks to me as well. Wicked also looks like...
We know your feelings on Wicked.
Oh my gosh. What is going on? I don't want to be this person. I want to be happy. I'm going to go see Twisters again, dude. All right, that's where I want to put my money. I want to go see a good movie. And Twisters was that. I'm not seeing freaking Wicked.
You know what needs to come back and save the world? Air Bud. Think about it. Or Homeward Bound, where animals talked, but they
Homeward
didn't move
Bound.
their mouths.
Babe.
Yes.
Charlotte's
That is what
Web.
we need.
Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, where the animals talk, but they don't move their mouths.
Where are the like lighthearted kid book adaptations? Where are those? Where are those?
As soon as Hunger Games came out, then it was game over.
The weird Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat books. Where are those weird Dakota Fanning movies? Where are they?
Where is Dakota Fanning?
Where are those? We need movies like that again for little kids to go watch and, you know, not pee pee poo poo minions type movies. We need like Bridge to Terabithia again. That's what
Lord.
we need.
Ooh,
Charlotte's Web.
I can't live through that
We
again.
need another star like Dakota
It's too
Fanning.
heavy.
Give me a Dakota Fanning. It could have been Millie Bobby Brown, but then she did something scary and did Stranger Things, so she was too far past little kid. And then she did Enola Holmes and everything, and it was like, okay, those are all right. But now she's past that. She's not a little kid anymore. We need a kid star. A little kid star, Dakota Fanning 2.0.
Yeah,
No,
but then they get all these kids get, you know, exploited, you know.
Yeah.
That's
and-
why on the Bluey TV show, the kid actors' names are not revealed.
Oh, good.
You can't find them online either.
Yeah, that needs to be done here as well, protected rights. But we need little kid movies because there are nothing like that. They're all animated and they're all Garfield, Chris Pratt, poo-poo doo-doo.
What about Harold and the Purple Crayon?
Did anyone see
How about
that?
Harold
Purple
and the
Crayon.
Itchy Butt?
Nobody saw it.
Alexa, how much money did Harold and the Purple Crayon make worldwide?
Harold and the Purple Crayon has grossed $19.1 million worldwide as of August
$19.1
2024.
million.
Yikes, there is no advertising for that
Alexa.
movie at all.
How much did it cost to make Harold and the Purple Crayon?
Movie.
The budget for Harold and the Purple Crayon was $40 million.
$40 million.
That's not good. So, do you see what I'm saying? The movie market is is sequels, is live actions, is adaptations, is the same junk that we're seeing on and on and on again, all right? It is the same thing that we saw in, 2010s. It's still continuing into 2020s. We need something good. So that's where I'm going to end this episode. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Are you on my team or are you against me? As a sibling, you should let me know if you hit that subscribe button. You can only call me names in the comments if you hit the subscribe button. But any last thoughts from you guys?
He's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky hopes.
Yes. So, anyways, that will conclude this week's episode of Bump That. We hope you guys enjoyed it. I would love to know what you guys have to think about all the stuff that's happening at Disney World, all the things happening with these Disney movies. What are your thoughts of Ghostbusters? Did you watch Borderlands movie? I'm so interested to know. So let us know down in the comments. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you guys so much.
What a loser.
Don't call. Well, if they're subscribed, you can call them a loser, I guess. Because that's what siblings do.
There are siblings. I call them whatever I want.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we've got KT next to me. I don't even know. I guess in this corner.
School of Rock 2. Make it happen.
Oh my gosh. We've got Brian down below.
What a loser.
You're tacky and I hate you. And I'm
You see
Ileana.
me after class.
Yeah. And I'm Ileana, your host, signing off on yet another episode of Bump That. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you in next week's episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.